And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 of our Saturday matinee right here on YSN. My name is DJ Yoakley, here to bring you the Masons versus Montgomery Real Estate here. Bill Montgomery is led by Coach John Simon, and here's their roster. Keelan Simon wears number 1. Number 2 is Clark, the Diesel Rutledge. Number 3 is Blake Figley. Number 4, Tanner Morrow. Number 5, Trip Tiggleman. Number 6, Nick Blackburn. Number 7, Mike Morrison. And number 8 is Jax Barnes. And for the Masons, led by Brian Rutledge, his team is number 1, Luke McLemore. Number 2, Alex Masher. Number 3, Cole Randolph. And number 4, Gage Wilson. Number 5, Tanner Guy. Number 6, Peyton Rutledge. Number 7, Parker Rutledge. And rounding out the group is number 8, Jackson Robb. The referee for today's matchup will be John Luckland here for the Game of the Week right here on YSN, courtesy of East Palestine Youth Sports Association. Thank you for joining us today. We are getting all the strategy in place here for both teams. Coach Simon and Coach Rutledge, both volunteer firemen, leading the way, and both in the community and here on the court. So it'll be interesting to see this matchup. Montgomery will be in the gray jerseys, and it'll be the Masons in brown. You can follow along with the score in the top left corner of your screen here. Right here on the YSN EPYSA Game of the Week. This is our third matchup of the day. A few more today for us. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on ysnlive.com for the live-to-tape action. We're looking to get some connection issues figured out in the weeks to come, so that way we can bring you live games all across the globe here for EPYSA on YSN, your sports network. Mr. Luckland puts the whistle, and we are ready to go. We are we're looking for a game ball now. And Masons breaks their huddle, and Montgomery does the same. So we're out there. We're going to look at matchups here quickly. So it's going to be Rutledge's team against Simon's team, Montgomery versus the Masons, as they meet here at half court. Matchup is taken care of. Tiggleman, Simon, Morrow, Rutledge, and I believe Jax Barnes. And that'll be up against the starters for the Masons, Gage Wilson, Alex Masher, Parker Rutledge, and trying to look for the final starter here. We got Luke McLemore, and trying to find who's on the end there. Coach Rutledge making a better door than a window at this point. And the final starter for the Masons is, I believe that's Jackson Robb. And it is. So coming off the bench for Masons right now is Peyton Rutledge and Tanner Guy. So here we go. The rules being explained over to Coach Simon and Coach Rutledge. We are ready to play here. And we are about to be underway. So here we go here for Game 3 here in the EPYSA Game of the Week on YSN. Handshakes all over. And here we go. Masons will have the ball first. It'll be Parker Rutledge throwing in the ball for the Masons. Parker tosses it in, and that is to Luke McLemore. Ball stolen by Keelan Simon. He's got to wait till they get to half court, so unfortunately that steal won't count for Simon. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So it'll be Parker to pass it in once again to McLemore. McLemore gets it, dribbles, Simon applying the defense. Simon looking for a steal. And Clark Rutledge gets it. Stolen by Simon. Rutledge moving towards it. Puts it up, and this one's going to be short. Rebounded by Simon. Puts it up, no good. Tiggleman underneath. Puts it up, no good. Now it's Morrow to Tiggleman. Tiggleman puts it up, and it is good! Trip Tiggleman with a great basket right there to start Montgomery off to a 2-0 lead. Mason's trying to get their offensive strategy. They're inbounding. Rutledge gets the ball on the inbounds. He's dribbling up. Parker Rutledge calls out the play. And now we start the drive. Being opposed by his cousin, Diesel Rutledge. Diesel with a strip. He gets a steal. Clark Rutledge driving down the lane. He's going to put it up and just off the left side. Tiggleman with the rebound. He's looking. He passes over. Rutledge gets it. He puts it up. It's going to be off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Rutledge. He puts it up again. That one's off the back of the rim. Rebounded once again by Montgomery. That's Keelan Simon, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession goes to Gray, and that's Montgomery. They'll keep possession. So Keelan Simon is going to inbound the pass. Clark Rutledge all by himself, but they're going to instruct him to come back down. There you see Brian Rutledge calling out the defense for Masons. Keelan Simon with the inbound. He's going to pass it to Clark Rutledge. Diesel underneath the basket, looking for some room, looking for some space, anything he can get. Another jump ball, and this one is going to go to the Masons. So the Masons with a great defensive strategy right there, get the jump ball back to them. And it'll be Luke McLemore inbounding for the Masons, and it's going to be Jackson Robb to take the pass. Jackson dribbles up, calling out the play for the Masons. 2-0 lead right now for Montgomery. Calls out the play. Robb dribbling, dribbles backwards. He's opposing Jax Barnes. Ball dribbled and picked off by Trip Tiggleman. Tiggleman's going to drive. Speed and Tiggleman driving down, putting it up, and it's going to be rebounded by Keelan Simon. Simon puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Jackson Robb. Jackson's going to drive it himself. He's got Rutledge down in the lane. He's got teammates all over the place, and Jax Barnes picks it up. Great steal by Barnes. And this ball is all over the place and going to be out of bounds, and we'll see what the referee decides. Mr. Luckland decides it is going to be gray ball, and that's going to be Keelan Simon who's trailing him.
Hey, Greg, get open just so he can pass it to you.
So it's Simon with McLemore in his face. Simon looking from that far side to find any teammate he can. So Simon trying to find some space and stepped over the line, but he'll get another try at it. They're going to call brown ball on it. They're going to give the ball back to the Masons. So it'll be Parker Rutledge inbounding to Jackson Robb. An easy toss in, and Jackson turns it around, and he's going to drive it forward. So Jax Barnes on Jackson Robb, and he's backing up, giving Robb a little space. Robb already picked up his dribble, passes it. Tiggleman picks it off. Tiggleman's going to drive the lane. He puts it up, and it's knocked away by Gage Wilson. Great defense. Wilson now had the ball. He's going to push it up the left side. Keelan Simon with the steal, and great job right there. Great defense we're seeing from these two teams early on. 2-0 still your score. Parker Rutledge is passing it in for the Masons. Looking for Luke McLemore. Finds him. McLemore driving. He's double teamed. Stolen by Simon. Simon's driving the lane. He's got wide open spaces. He's stopping. He puts it up and off the right side. That ball put away. Tiggleman with the recovery. He gets the rebound. Turns it around. Fires it up. Morrow with the rebound. Morrow puts it up off the rim. Trying to find some room. And a great job by Luke McLemore of providing some defense right there and keeping it a 2-0 ball game. So Masons will get the ball on the jump ball. McLemore is going to inbound. He does so to Gage Wilson. Wilson dribbling up, looking for the play. They call out the play. It's a 1. So Gage Wilson dribbles at half court, looking for the pick to be set. Gage Wilson looking for the middle, looking at his coach, and Trip Tiggleman with the strip. Simon with some recovery. Simon dribbles up, and we're going to get a stoppage of play. And a quick explanation of what's going on to Luke McLemore and Alex Masher. And Simon will do the inbound pass for Montgomery Real Estate. So Simon on the near side, can't see him, he's so close. Dribbles it into Trip Tiggleman. Tiggleman driving the lane, looking, puts it up from deep, and that's going to be rebounded by Tiggleman. He gets his own rebound. He puts it up, and this one off the front of the rim. This one is Simon all over it. He's looking for some space, trying to get anything, puts it up, and Morrow with the rebound. And this one, that's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score 2-0 in favor of Montgomery Real Estate. We'll be right back with the YSN Game of the Week right here for EPYSA. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, a 2-0 ball game here on the EPYSA YSN Game of the Week. We're getting ready to be just underway here in the second quarter, and it is Bill Montgomery Real Estate with the 2-0 lead over the East Palestine Masonic Lodge. So Gray will get the ball first. It'll be Diesel Rutledge passing it in to Keelan Simon. Rutledge passes it in, gets to his offensive post. Simon looking, setting up the play, calling out the play. Dribbles, still behind, and he's going to drive. Pick set up. Simon driving the lane, looking. He's going to fire it up. He puts it up and off the front of the rim. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up. This time a lot of hands, but Clark Rutledge comes down with it and puts it back up and in. So another 2 points for Clark Rutledge and Montgomery Real Estate in a 4-0 lead. So inbounding right now to Peyton Rutledge was Cole Randolph. So Peyton dribbles up, calls out the play. He's looking for his offense. They completely separate. Peyton gets free space, puts it up, and just over. That ball is going to be rebounded by Keelan Simon. He's going to drive. He's got some space. He's looking down the lane. He's driving, and that ball is Peyton Rutledge. Now Clark Rutledge has it, puts it in, and that's in and out. That ball is rebounded. A great job by the defense. We're getting some instructions from Mr. Luckland. And it's going to be Brown ball. So the Masons dodge a bullet right there. And it's going to be Luke McLemore passing it in to Tanner Guy. Guy's going to dribble. He calls it out. And they're going to call out the play two. So here comes Tanner Guy calling it up. And it's going to be Jax Barnes playing that defense. And then Barnes back on defense. And it's great ball hustle by number 8. Oh, excuse me, that's 6. That's Nick Blackburn. McLemore puts it up and no good. This ball is rebounded by Guy and dribbled out of bounds. So it's going to be Montgomery ball. And we're going to wait for it. Clark Diesel Rutledge passing into Keelan Simon. Simon dribbles up. He's going to slow things down. He's going to call out the play. Gets the play from his dad on the sidelines. He dribbles. Play in motion. Simon frees him out. Looking. Stops. Right in the middle. Puts it up and puts it in. Keelan Simon with his first 2 points of the afternoon. So 6-0 lead for Montgomery here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes to go here until halftime. Luke McLemore drives to the right side. Being approached. Blackburn with some great defense. He gets the ball. Blackburn driving. He's looking down that left lane. He's looking to find a player, and it's going to be steps out of bounds, and that's going to be a Mason's ball. So it'll be Parker Rutledge passing the ball in to Luke McLemore. McLemore finds the handle on it. Gets past midcourt. Diesel Rutledge on defense. Blackburn helps him out in that corner. McLemore still going. Passes it down. Tanner Guy trying to find under the basket. Passes it away. This time it's Parker Rutledge. Rutledge to the right side. Turns. Fires back towards. Gets McLemore. McLemore dribbles. Diesel Rutledge with the steal. Drives down. Slows things down a little bit. Looking. Driving on the inside. McLemore applying the defense. Rutledge puts it up and puts it in. And an 8-point lead now for Montgomery Real Estate, courtesy of Diesel Rutledge. Cole Randolph passes it in. It's McLemore once again at the point. McLemore driving on that right side. Defense being applied by Clark Rutledge. McLemore just trying to find some space to make something happen. Passes down low. Trying to get to Rutledge and does. Rutledge to Guy. Guy looking. Passes it over to Rutledge. Rutledge wide right. Blackburn on the recovery. Passes it to Simon. Simon down the left side. Trying to find some running room. Can't find anything. Stops it and slows it down for Montgomery. This ball almost intercepted by Peyton Rutledge. Great defense right there. Simon sets up his team again. He's going to set up on the right side. Dribbles and ball picked off and stolen by Tanner Guy. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. And it's going to be Brown ball and Montgomery back on defense. So inbounding for the Masons is Parker Rutledge. Passes it in. Cole Randolph. Randolph goes to the right side, and that's going to be a foul on Simon. Simon with a reach in right there. A little too aggressive defensively. So Randolph will have the pass in once again. Randolph with Simon applying the pressure. Passes inbounds. Rutledge driving the lane. Puts it up and puts it in. How about Peyton Rutledge with that? Gets the Masons on the board. It is 8-2 in favor of Montgomery Real Estate. Simon with the ball. Gets the inbounds from Clark Rutledge. And the Diesel now setting up his offense, as well as Keelan Simon calling out the play. Dribbling on his right, trying to find some space to his right. Dribbling up the middle, putting the ball up, off the backboard and in. Keelan John Simon once again with 2 more points. Ball inbounded. Now it is Peyton Rutledge. Rutledge dribbles and calls out the play. He's being awaited by the Montgomery defense. 2 is the play call. Rutledge, crossover dribble, drives the lane. He's got some space. Rutledge, with his cousin in his face, puts it up and just outside. He gets his own rebound. He dribbles around, throws it around. 5 to shoot, 4, 3. McLemore's got to put it up. 1, and can't get it off in time. And that is halftime with your score, Montgomery 10, Masons 2, here on the EPYSA YSN Game of the Week. We'll be right back. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of the EPYSA on YSN Game of the Week. Bill Montgomery Real Estate has the early 10-2 advantage over the EP Masons. Coach Simon getting his team all set up on the right side. They'll be going right to left on your video dial. And the Masons getting set up on the left side. They'll be going left to right. So a quick swap for both these teams, and a 10-2 advantage for Simon's Montgomery Real Estate. Rutledge looking to take advantage of the second half, looking for a big comeback. We saw it in the second game here at EPYSA, ended up as a tie, a 22-22 tie. But Rutledge's Masons team is going to have a lot of digging to do, and they got a lot of work ahead of them to get this one. I'd like to thank our camera operator for this game, Steve Tiggleman. And we are about set to go here for the second half of action. 6 minutes on the clock. It is a 10-2 advantage in favor of the gray team, which is Montgomery Real Estate. Bounce pass in, and that's Morrow. Tanner Morrow with the dribble. Sets up the play. Morrow drives the lane. He's all by himself. He puts it up and just short. Tiggleman trying to get that rebound, but coming down is Jackson Robb. He's going to drive it, and I think Morrow's going to get called for the foul there, and it's going to be Brown ball. And Morrow, with this John Simon defense, a little too aggressive. So it's going to be Cole Randolph inbounding the ball to Peyton Rutledge. Rutledge takes it. He's going to dribble it about half court. Calls the play. Arm out for protection. 3 is the call. Tiggleman on defense. Tiggleman watching for picks, trying to make sure that he's one-on-one with the offense. Pass down to Masher. Masher looking for some room, trying to find the hand on it. Passes, and great job by Blackburn. Tiggleman comes up with it. And they're going to say it's Montgomery basketball. And Tiggleman is going to be the one who tosses it in. We'll see who goes out to get the inbound pass. That's going to be Tanner Morrow. Tanner Morrow gets the ball. He dribbles out. Tiggleman setting up his play. Blackburn on the right side. Rutledge sets the pick. Morrow trying to find some room. Robb wasn't having anything to do with that pick. He's going to pass it over to Rutledge. Diesel Rutledge looking for some room. Dribbles out of harm's way. Rutledge trying to find it down the lane. He's going to look for a shot, but he's looking for a teammate now. Ball stripped away. Rutledge gets it back. Rutledge looking, trying to find anything. Keeps his dribble. Trying to find some room. Puts it up and off the rim and brought down by Gage Wilson. Gage Wilson now taking it up the left side. Trying to find some room. Great play by Blackburn. Nick Blackburn with an excellent defensive play. And it's going to be, I believe, Brown ball. Nope, they're going to give it to Gray. So Montgomery will maintain possession on a great defensive play by Nick Blackburn. Tiggleman passes it in to Tanner Morrow. Morrow driving now. He's one-on-one with Jackson Robb. Morrow, crossover dribble. Morrow with another crossover dribble. Gets down in the lane, puts it up and puts it in. What a great possession right there by Montgomery Real Estate, with Tanner Morrow with 2 crossovers to give himself space and puts it up and in. Passing it in now for the Masons is Jackson Robb. He passes it in to Alex Masher. Masher approaching it, dribbling the ball, gets to half court. Also dribbling the invisible ball is John Lucklin, the referee. Alex Masher gets to the free throw line. He's looking to shoot. And Blackburn applying pressure. Masher puts it up. Rebounded by Rutledge and pooched out of play by his cousin Peyton Rutledge. And it'll be, I almost said first down. It'll be possession for Montgomery Real Estate. Tiggleman passes it into Morrow. Morrow driving the ball upward. He's going to call out the play. There it is. Spacing it out. Clark Rutledge trying to give some room on the pick. Morrow looking for anybody down low. Passes it to Rutledge. Diesel Rutledge gets the ball stolen. Peyton Rutledge takes the ball, and he's looking to set up the play up by himself. Around the corner, that's Blake Figley, who was trying to apply some defense right there, but Rutledge circles it away. Peyton Rutledge calls out the play. Setting it up. Trip Tiggleman on the defense. Great defense right now by Montgomery Real Estate. The Masons looking for anything to get going here. 12-2 is what they're down. Nick Blackburn picks up the ball, picks up the dribble, and it's going to be gray ball. Great defense once again by Nick Blackburn, making it happen for Montgomery. Defensive standout right there. Trip Tiggleman passes it in. Morrow dribbles it up court. They're going to set up their play. Simon calling out the play. Rutledge sets the pick. Morrow goes to the right side. Gets an open look at the basket. Puts it up, and it's off the back. Rutledge puts it back up. That ball is rebounded by Morrow, who puts it up and in. Tanner Morrow. And Clark Rutledge with the assist. So it's a 14-2 advantage. Montgomery over the Masons. Right here on the YSN Game of the Week for EPYSA. Peyton Rutledge brings it up court. Calls out the play. Waiting for it to develop. Great zone play and defense by Montgomery. Trip Tiggleman trying to apply the defense, and Peyton Rutledge overshoots the basket a little bit, but a good shot nonetheless. This one is Diesel Rutledge. Crossover dribble. He's got a wide open shot. He puts it up and puts it in. So Clark Rutledge right there makes it a 16-2 game and a comfortable lead for Montgomery Real Estate. Bringing the ball up now is Cole Randolph. He brings it up. He's going to call out the play. Gets the play from the bench. Clark Rutledge on defense. Randolph trying to crossover dribble. Rutledge gets his hand in there, gets a steal, and he's got it all by himself. He's got open spaces. He stops and pops, and this one's recovered by Morrow. Hands it over to Rutledge, and there's still little cousin love right there, fighting over the basketball. And a quick timeout. Actually, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So after 3, your score 16-2 in favor of Montgomery Real Estate. We'll be right back here on the YSN Game of the Week for EPYSA. And welcome back, everybody. It's the fourth quarter of action here on the YSN Game of the Week for EPYSA. Montgomery Real Estate has a 16-2 advantage over the Masons. And it becomes a coaching duel at this point between Simon and Rutledge. Down 14. Let's see what Coach Brian Rutledge has up his sleeve. They do the matchups here, making sure everybody goes to the right basket. And here we go. We're about underway here in the fourth quarter. Game number 3 of this Saturday matinee on YSN. Inbounding the ball is going to be Tanner Guy for the Masons. Passes it in. That's McLemore. Luke McLemore dribbles in, looking, dribbles in towards it, and gets it bucket. So there we go. Masons off and running here in the fourth quarter. We're just getting underway, and it's 16-4, courtesy of Luke McLemore. Simon passes it into Tiggleman. Tiggleman dribbles it up court. Calls out the play, waiting for it. Tiggleman still waiting for the play. Morrow comes, sets the pick. Tiggleman drives to the left. Ball picked off. That's Rutledge. Rutledge driving to the basket, puts it up and puts it in. So here we go. Don't look now. The Masons are having a comeback. 16-6, now down 10. Courtesy of the Peyton Rutledge score. Tiggleman brings it up to midcourt again. Pick set. Tiggleman gets the ball again. Rutledge applying that defense. Tiggleman stops, fires, and overshoots the basket. Simon with the rebound. Simon puts it back up and in. So 18-6 now, courtesy of Keelan John Simon. Luke McLemore gets the ball, brings it up to half court, setting up his play. They're calling out 2. We got some great play now. McLemore drives the lane, puts it up off the backboard. This one brought down by Jax Barnes. Barnes looking for it, and there's going to be a penalty called. It's going to be a foul on Luke McLemore, it looks like. So Tiggleman getting some quick pep talk from John Simon, the head coach. Keelan Simon down to inbound it for Montgomery. Simon gets the ball. He's going to inbound it to Trip Tiggleman. Tiggleman drives it up the lane. Looking for some space. Calls out the play. Morrow comes for the pick. And it's intercepted. Ball is stolen by Rutledge. Rutledge takes it. He's looking for the lane. Simon providing the defense. Passes it away. Tanner Guy from the free throw line. Puts it up and in. So an 18-8 deficit now for the Masons, but a great shot by Tanner Guy. Keelan Simon passes the ball in. Trip Tiggleman is going to be a point once again for Montgomery. He dribbles it up to half court. Crossover, looking for some space. Tiggleman looking. Stops, looking to shoot, puts it up and just missed. Tanner Guy with the rebound. He's dribbling it down, trying to find some space. Keelan Simon applies the defense. Great shot block right there. Rebounded by Tanner Guy. Puts it up and off the front of the rim. Morrow with the rebound and control. Morrow looking. He's going to put it to the left side. He's got some space. Morrow dribbling up, and McLemore is going to get the steal. McLemore picks it up and runs down the lane. Got some space, puts it up, and off the front of the rim. Keelan Simon still in that defense, and he's going to get the rebound. Absolute tenacity from Simon. Now he's going to dribble it down, trying to do a crossover, and it is Peyton Rutledge with the steal. Passes it to McLemore. McLemore running. 2:40 left on the fourth quarter clock. Puts it up, and Simon's going to get called for the foul, but great defense. Simon's second foul of the game. Trying to bargain with the referee, saying he didn't do it, as he typically does. Trait that comes from his dad. So it'll be a foul shot for the Masons. It'll be Luke McLemore at the line. And they're going to set up the foul shot. Pretty new to these kids. Of course, they're going to do every other. And this is great coaching from John Lucklin. So here we go. McLemore at the strip. And he's going to take a step in, make it a little easier, a little younger. So McLemore's going to put it up, and the first one is in. So it's an 18-9 game now. Cutting that lead in half. See if McLemore can make it an 8-point game. 2:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter. McLemore puts it up and puts it in. And just like that, it's 18-10. So Keelan Simon will inbound it. Simon making some adjustments. He should probably stay in his coach's box. Passes over to Keelan Simon. Tiggleman to Simon. Half court. Simon dribbles. Drives in. Almost stolen by Rutledge. Simon still looking for some space. Trying to put it up. He's going to have to kick it out. He's got defense all over the place. Hands off to Tiggleman. Tiggleman puts it up off the back. Rebounded by Tiggleman. Puts it back up. And this one falls. So it is now 20-10 in favor of Montgomery, courtesy of Trip Tiggleman. So Montgomery just has to hold 2 more minutes. McLemore gets the inbound pass from Parker Rutledge. Calls out the play, does McLemore. Drives, he's got open spaces. He's going to put it up, and he's going to put it over. Rebounded by Tanner Guy. He puts it up, and he puts it in. So we've got a 20-12 game, and the celebration begins for the Masons. Trip Tiggleman will inbound it. Keelan Simon. Simon's going to dribble. Up right-handed. He's going to be opposed. See who D's him up. Morrow gets a pick. Simon looking for some space. Puts it up and puts it in. Keelan John Simon once again with 2 more points for Montgomery. Masons are going to bring it up once more. McLemore calling out the play. Setting it up. Lots of movement. Space everywhere for McLemore to the right side. He's looking. Stopping. Defense applied. Tanner Guy comes down with the rebound. Puts it away. Trying to get it over to Rutledge. Simon with the recovery with the interception. Simon dribbling up. Trying to find some space. Trying to get through. And there's going to be a foul called. But they're going to call it on Luke McLemore. But see if Simon goes to the line or not. To me, that looked like an and one. I don't know if they do that at this age. So 22-12 your score. There's 39 seconds and counting on the clock. This one winding very close to its inevitable end. Passing it in is Trip Tiggleman. Keelan Simon wide open. And it's intercepted by Peyton Rutledge. Rutledge driving the lane and over dribbles, and it's going to be Brown ball still with 15 seconds to go. So Peyton Rutledge is going to inbound it. He inbounds it to McLemore. McLemore driving the basket, puts it up and off the right side. Tanner Guy trying to do it, trying to get that rebound as well as Trip Tiggleman. And we are at 8.4 seconds here to finish this one out. 22-12, your score as we head to the finale of this. Pass into Tanner Guy. He puts it up and he puts it. Rebounded by Rutledge. No good. Gets his own rebound. Dribbles it out. Rutledge turning. He's going to have to fire. He puts it up and he just misses. And that's the way this one is going to come to an end. Your final score is 22-12. Montgomery gets the win and goes to 1-0 on the season. That does it for this little bit of coverage. Join us for our next game here in just a few minutes right here on the EPYSA YSN Game of the Week.